Hello, this is Amy Gonzalez, the District Testing Coordinator, and I'm going to walk you through how to set up an assessment in Measuring Up Live 2.0. We'll start at the district homepage, click on Staff Links, scroll down to Measuring Up. You will enter your username and password and log in. This brings you to the program's dashboard. On the dashboard, you'll click on Insight and Create Assessment. On this page, you'll just start filling in the blanks with the assessment name, standards. You will select a grade level, a subject, and the distractor mode sets the lettering or the numbering of the multiple choice items. So for this example, I'm going to leave it on A, B, C, and D. Next, you will select your sharing preference, public or private. Public makes the assessment available to school administrators and teachers in your district in the assessment library, and private makes it available only to you. So for this example, I'm going to leave it on private. Next, you will uncheck the protection option if you want to protect these questions. Protected makes the items selected for this assessment unavailable to school administrators and teachers in the item bank for all future assessment creation. So I'm going to leave that one unchecked. If you select Quick Test Mode, it allows you to enter the number of desired items, and based on the standards chosen, Insight will randomly choose questions to create the assessment. If you do not want Quick Test Mode, leave it unchecked and you may go through and handpick items. So for this example, I do want to hand select items, so I'm going to leave it unchecked. And then there's an optional description box at the bottom where you can fill in if you need additional information on your assessment. Then you'll go up to the top and click on Next. On this page, it will let you select exclusions. So if you want to exclude any of the tests that are in the data bank of Measuring Up Live 2, you can check the ones that you want to exclude and then click on Next. The next page will let you select the standards. You can either search the standards individually, or it will list the standards depending on what you chose. So for here, I selected grade 5 science, and so it lists the standards for me. You can expand the standards so that you can see how it's broken down. It also tells you how many questions are available within that standard. So I'm going to go through and click some of the standards. And then click on Next. From this point, you can start selecting questions. So it will have the question. You can click on the Expand and it gives you some more information. It gives you the entire question, the answer, and the other answer choices. It also gives you the difficulty level, the revised Bloom's taxonomy, the knowledge dimension, the Webb's depth of knowledge, and which standard it is. So once you look at that, you can go back to the question. If you like that question, you can select it. So I'm going to select a few questions there. Another option in selecting the questions is the filters. If you click on filters, it will let you filter out by question type. So you can either have gridded responses or multiple choice. You can look at the cognitive categories, so you can select which levels of difficulty you want. You can look at the Bloom's taxonomy and select which levels you want there, the dimensions, and the Webb's depth of knowledge. So once you have your filters selected, click on Apply, and it will bring up questions that fit within those filters. On the questions page, another option is the sort by. So there's several options of how you can sort the questions. You can sort by standards, You can sort by the difficulty level. You can sort by the revised Bloom's taxonomy, the knowledge dimension, the depth of knowledge, or the stimulus. Once you have all of your questions picked, you can click on Next. And on this page, it will allow you to assign points. You can assign the same points to all the questions here, or if you want different questions to be weighted differently, you can assign them individually. You can also order the items by clicking the drag icon to the left of the question and dragging it to the desired location. When you are finished, click the next icon at the top of the screen. On this page, you can review your assessment. In the top right-hand corner, click on Publish. Yes, publish this assessment. And it says that it is successfully published. Once your assessment is published, you can get back to it by going back to the dashboard. Click on Insight and Assessment Library, and your assessment will show up there in that area. You can click on it, review the assessment. You can also edit it or go back and change it. And those are the basics for setting up an assessment in Measuring Up Live 2.0. If you have questions about the login or username, please contact me, Amy Gonzalez. If you have questions more about the curriculum side, you can contact the subject coordinators, and they'll be happy to help you.